Namaste and hello, this is your Sanskrit instructor welcoming you back into lesson number 91. In the previous lesson, we learned about what the middle voice is compared to the active voice. And now that we know what the middle voice is, in this video, we are going to get some practice in conjugating a verbal root in the present tense middle voice. And our example that we will use today is the word lab. That means to obtain. This word is used in the first conjugation. So I just pulled up the row from the previous table that we used in the previous video for what applies to just the first conjugation, and I have it here for you. Now, this should be something that is already known, but it's here for your convenience. So, first conjugation, again, it takes gurna of the short medial vowel and gurna of the final vowel. And after you're taking gurna of the short medial vowel or the final vowel, then you're adding a before your terminations. So, if we take a look at lab, to obtain, our verbal root right now does not have a final vowel. You have pa with a halant, so there's no vowel there at the end of that last letter, pa. But there is a vowel in between la and pa, and that is the a that fulfills the la. So the a is going to be your medial vowel, and the short medial vowel is a medial vowel, so the short medial vowel takes gurna. Now at this point, after converting so many verbal roots, we should already know that once a takes gurna, that it remains a. But again, here is the table for your convenience. So we have a here, and when it takes gurna, it remains a. However, we shouldn't need this table. There are some things that must be committed to memory because too many tables are going to drive us insane. We have one table here, then we have this table here, and then we're going to work with the new table with the case endings for the middle voice. So there's some things that we just have to get into practice of knowing without depending on the table all the time. But again, here it is. So we have lab. So if we follow the rules of the first conjugation properly, lab remains lab after the medial vowel a takes gurna because nothing happens to it. And then a is added to the new verbal base to create labha before the terminations are added. And then before the terminations are added, remember the letter a is added to the base before the terminations. So we already did that. So the letter a that is added to the base before the terminations, it becomes a before the terminations beginning with ma or va. However, so that is like similar to the first conjugation, or to the active voice, I should say, to the active conjugation. But what is new is that a is dropped before terminations beginning with not only a third person plural, but also a. So let's add our new verbal base to this table, which are the case endings to not case endings, the terminations for the middle voice. So I'm going to copy labha because this is our new verbal base after adding the a, right? And we're going to follow this rule. So it says the letter a is added to the base. It becomes a before terminations beginning with ma or va. So let's look at the ones beginning with ma or va. They're right here. Vahe and mahe. So it becomes a. So then we should end up with not labha only, but labha. So you have labha vahe, and then we have labha mahe. Okay, fine. And then it is dropped before the terminations beginning with a or a. So if that is dropped, if the a is dropped, then it's going to be labhante. That's a termination that began with a. And now something that began with a, the only termination that begins with a here that we didn't touch yet is first person singular. So labhe. So you have so the is dropped, so you end up with a halant. But once that halant is followed by a vowel, then that halant is going to be removed and you're going to end up with labhe. And the rest we should add it, right? Because nothing else begins with a ma and nothing else begins with a bha. So let's get started and add the rest. So we have labhase. Then we have labha-ite. And then we have the labhadhwe. Labhadhwe. Paste. Labhate. Labha-ite. And then that's that, right? But look at these two. Labha-ite. Labha-ite. So you have an a and an it together. And then you have an a and an it together here. Something is wrong here. What do you think is missing? An a and an it is together. The first thing you should be thinking about is something is wrong here. We're forgetting a vowel sandhi. Remember, an a or a plus it or e is going to give us an a. So this should not be labha-ite and labha-ite for second person dual and third person dual. These, the a and the e should combine to give you an a. So you have labhete. And labete. So this is the correct, actually. This one is wrong. So we're going to X that out because this was incorrect. And this is what we should end up with. So we have first person singular, labhe, singular, dual, and plural, respectively. Labhe, labhavahe, labhamahe. Second person, singular, dual, plural, labhase, labhete, and labhadhwe. And then third person, singular, dual, and plural, labhate, labhete, and labhante. So this is how, remember when you are conjugating something in the middle voice, especially because we have vowels for our termination endings. Because you have vowels for your termination endings, like A and E, we have to be very mindful of the vowel sandhi. Because once you're adding an a, it's going to change the entire thing. So with that, I hope you have an understanding as to why lub is conjugated this way in the middle voice. Yes, we still have the same termination endings, but we just have to make sure that we're applying the vowel sandhi. With that, this is your Sanskrit instructor signing off with a namaste.